What's good, family? We back in this joint, trying to spread some love, get in on some of this conversation that's going on out here in these YouTube streets. Me and my
And there
man.
is a lot of conversation going on.
Oh yes, it is. Oh yes, it is. You see my man Deep Thought over there, ready to get it popping. Yo, you can see as the tag say, commenting on this Kendrick Lamar thing on that Super Bowl halftime, and how he put on for the city, put on for the people. And you had so many people out here complaining, talking about it was boring and it was this and it was that, because they really didn't peep out the whole situation, man.
Yeah, watch out.
It's like my man and Russell Crowe said in Gladiators, "Are you not entertained?"
Facts.
Everybody
Facts.
want to come get entertained, but don't nobody want to think.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, hip hop has been co opted. It used to be the language of the people.
Facts, facts, facts. The exact language of the people, the
Exactly.
voice of the people. But
Exactly.
yo, before we get off into that, man, I want to go ahead and tell you a little bit about who we are. We got the El Primo, well, at official El Primo one. That's the YouTube channel, of course, for anybody else that might be peeping this out, man. And also to give you my resume, I did a few joints, but I did one joint right here on Johnny Mitchell podcast. And I was over there in Mexico, got a chance to deal with three of the four major cartels over there. So I have a wealth of knowledge having to do with that over there, as well as in the streets of Detroit. And I'm also on the net going back and forth with, as I call him, Karate J. But one of the Flores twins that went ahead and got on stand on Chapo when he got over here years ago when that whole thing went down. Also, have a number of books out. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's basically about my life story, but this is the main book right here. And on the crawl, it's showing you can pick that up at Amazon, as well as I have a number of volumes because that damn book long as hell. It's a lot of stuff
And the
in the
crazy part is that still ain't all of your story.
It still ain't, man. That's just one part of it and nothing more. Just one
Like
part of
not to be as the kids say glazing, but if they had the most interesting man in the world contest, I'll for sure put you in that boy. Because dog, the things that you don't even think are the things you don't remember are the highest moments of other people's lives.
I had I have a number of people tell me that before besides you. And they be bringing up stuff and I'm like, I don't remember. And they would say the same thing, man, that was this
Yeah.
for me or whatever. And
Right.
I
Like, man,
wouldn't
you
even
changed my
remember.
life. You don't even know. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I told my aunt the other day because we were talking and she's asking, was I okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. A few things is going on with me, whatever. And then she's like, well, why do you stay so calm? I'm like, listen, I said, I was over in Mexico at one point and all, and they were going to cut me and my man up and feed us to the pigs. Okay. So I
Like,
had to
so
stay
this isn't stress.
at all. I had to stay calm with that just to get us up out of that
Man,
situation.
I'm telling you.
Them Mexican jokers over there, they wasn't playing. They was for real. But yo, back on the Kendrick Lamar thing, man. He put on, man. I think we faced with a situation that we not even aware of. Well, most people aren't aware of. I think, I think I found out Trump was there.
Yeah.
Trump
Yeah.
was there. And I guess that was the first time sitting president was at a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But there, in my mind, because me and you, we don't believe in coincidences. In my
Not at
mind,
all.
there's no way that he couldn't have knew what that halftime was going to be about.
Yeah.
And he was right there in the middle of all of that. But this is what the big thing, when I seen that Samuel L. was there and he was Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam. Yeah.
And that goes into what we state part of the subject is about maybe America is rebranding. And this is what I think we kind of must start to move toward right here. Now, some people might think we're in silly season right here, but I don't think we are based on how the demographics in this country is starting to change.
Exactly.
This country is browning, and this is more evidence of it. Who would ever think? Because we grew up seeing Captain America as the one on the right. You know what I'm saying? And now you got Captain America, that's the one on the left.
Right.
I mean, what are they really trying to tell us? And that's not even to mention, years ago, we started seeing commercials that were starting to show mixed couples and all of that. But one of the most protected shows in this country has always been the Super Bowl.
Facts.
They have been super protective over the halftime of the Super Bowls. And to have this type of performance that was all us, that's unheard of. And that's a huge change from the history that we grew up seeing. I also want to give a shout out to a couple of comments that some of our subscribers put up, man, and just to let you know and see that the comments that are made, that we check them out.
Yeah, we do read them, we do respond. So if you got them, if you got questions, you want to pop up, you want to come on here and discuss with us, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, we got my man Mark Jones right here. You know what I'm saying? Speaking on Big Meech, Larry Hoover thing. I'm going to put that up because we're also going to do something on that as well. Because, I mean, YouTube streets going real crazy over this whole little thing with Meech, 50 Cent, and the whole nine. Then my other man right here, pronounce that name for me, because I'm going to chop that name up. Well, Marco, you know, he gave a shout out, gave some remarks as well about the last video we did, man. Wanted to push it up, let people check that out as well, you know. But as I stated, I want to go ahead and run this one joint right here. This is my man Ray Daniels right here out of Atlanta. You know, real good dude. When I was down there, used to fuck with him or whatever. And put some really big records together. Really, really big records. But it's a little, I seen, check this thing out, man. He put a little something up that I thought was interesting that I want to share right here.
To Biggie on Hit 'Em Up. Like, do you not understand what he did? Dog, this man could have easily came out there, Drake, and embarrassed you. He could have did Love. He could have did all the hits and then did They Not Like Us. And then they would have been like, Drake, who? But because he spared you and just did his black shit, I thought that was the most gentleman thing to do. I'm not going to come out here and I'm going to just do the GNX. I'm going to get a niggas a look they'll never get again. By the way, I don't think we're going to ever have a rapper perform at the Super Bowl for while Jay-Z's in control. I think they're going to be like, nope, not happening. I just don't see them letting it happen because of that what happened. But I'm glad it happened, man. I saw a couple of people saying they thought it was terrible, and I understand why. But a black man on the biggest stage showed his blackness. To Biggie on Hit 'Em Up.
Speak to that, man. Let me know what you're thinking over there about that deep thought. I mean, what do you think about what he had to say there?
It's unprecedented. And then on top of that, look at the numbers from the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Look at the numbers from the show. Like,
well, you know, it's
the
so
thing
crazy.
is, people tend not to stick around for things they ain't enjoying.
Mm-hmm.
So all of this talk of how much so many people didn't enjoy it.
But check out what this one cat here say.
133.5 million people watched King Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance, defeating the King of Pop's previously held record for the most watched NFL Super Bowl halftime show. All hail King Kendrick! Squabble up, America! Squabble up!
When I say that, I'm like, this joker right here is a character. but it's real, man. I didn't know that he actually had bigger ratings than
Yeah,
Michael
MJ.
Jackson, man. Michael
Yeah.
Jackson. And I really think he's as he stated, the prince of our time. But what did you think about what Ray Daniels said about Jay-Z is not going to have the opportunity to put another rapper up there again based on what the halftime show that Kendrick Lamar did? What do you think about that, Deep Thought?
I see what he's saying because artistically, and also the feathers that it did ruffle, because it did ruffle a few feathers. But what do you do after that if you're a rapper?
Yeah, yeah. I see my man Morden checked in. What's up with you, baby? Like, class, happy to see you slid on up in here to come fuck with your people, man. That's what's up. I see you man say, squabble up, squabble. You cracking up on that. Yeah, that was wild. I think, to be honest, I think this is new precedents being set because I think your last Super Bowl was the Super Bowl for last that you had Dre on there with Eminem, 50, Mary J. And I think that was the introduction to where we are starting to go with this. I actually don't think that this is going to be the last time you see a rap performance. And then let's look. I believe what was done intentional. And there's no way you can say it wasn't done intentional by Kendrick Lamar because you didn't have one person on there that didn't look like us. I mean, the whole show was like that, and it was intense. And the whole thing, even with Samuel L.
It's your uncle, Sam. And this is the great American game. It's your uncle.
Great American game, man. And that wasn't only the game in terms of what they were watching. He's speaking metaphorically. The game of the life that we're in and how we being basically, basically done within society. And the whole thing with the whole PlayStation remote, how they acted out in each one of the circles or the squares and so on. It was just letting everybody know that this is a game that's going on. And as my man Unc say right here, and I mean, he say some rather interesting things, man. But what he be saying a lot of time be founded in fact, if you're really paying attention to what he's saying. Where's this joke at, man? Here he is right here.
The world simulation. The world simulation.
And that may sound far-fetched, man, but we're actually in a world where we're actually playing a game to where we're in it and we're not actually being able to, majority of us, come up in it. We're being limited. And as he spoke to, Ray Daniels spoke to Drake, saying that Kendrick could have came out and went a lot harder, man, if he played Love, if he played a lot of the hits that he got and just went through his catalog, that would have been a whole nother show.
Yeah.
But this man took the highlight of his career and basically placed symbolism all over the place to speak to us. And again, man, I can't state this enough. What we're going through and what we're seeing is a rebranding. Uncle Sam has always been, you know what I'm saying? You got a black Uncle Sam come out, man. And then you got exactly, you got Captain America. Now look at what's going on, people. These things are changing right in front of your eyes. And if you look at the statistics for America, I'm within the range right here. They're saying that the majority of Americans by 2045 will be mulatto and white will be the minority. This is the shift that's going on. So when Ray Daniels say that he don't think he'll see another rap performance, YJ, I think that's kind of far-fetched. And I don't think that's based on reality, based on where we at and based on what's going on. I just don't.
Yeah, socially hip hop is no longer the edgy art form. It's Somebody once referred to it as the language of pop culture.
It's most definitely the language of pop culture, man. It's I mean, who would ever think that a Kendrick Lamar could refer to himself as a Prince type figure, and
Exactly.
it fit. It fit.
Exactly. And it'd be legitimate. Like like he
What?
has an incredible pen.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What more say here? That was hip hop and it's pure, unapologetic. You're right. And that's the thing, man. It's unapologetic, man. It's in your face. He didn't care. I mean, if one of you guys want to come up on a platform, man, just say it, and maybe Deep Thought can send you a link out when you can come on up on the platform and kick it with us, man. You know, we can all chop it up. You can be on here. We can just have a big conversation. I see I got our other camp folks in here. Brandon chopped in. What's up, family? You good? Salute to you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you want to come up, man, shoot a little joint. My man, to shoot you something where you can come on up, man. We can go ahead and kick it, man. All of us can talk a community conversation, baby. That's real. That's real. But more, you absolutely correct. And it is funny how, you know, certain people are reacting to this, man. They're not taking it well. But one particular joint that I want to pull up right here, man, that the guy was saying that I think is interesting. Check it out.
I'm gonna say it. I didn't give a fuck about the Kendrick Lamar halftime show. It wasn't that I didn't like it. I didn't care either way. It looked like a pretty good show. I didn't pay much attention to it. But afterwards, finding out that there were hidden meanings behind stuff, I don't care. Spread your message. 100%. I'll tell you what I loved about it, though. They didn't disgrace America to do it. They didn't use somebody else's flag. They didn't put down America. They used the American flag to spread a message about something they wanted to get out there. And I'm down for that. I don't care if I agree with the message or don't agree with the message. I don't even know the message that they were trying to put out there for real. But what I absolutely loved about it is they didn't put down the country that gave them the right to spread that message to begin with at the biggest stage that you could possibly be on, which is the Super Bowl halftime show. So, good job, Kendrick Lamar. And good job to everybody that put that show together. I didn't watch it. Thought it looked pretty cool of what I did watch. But the way you did it was absolutely the way that you're supposed to do it, with class. Don't care what the message is, do it with class. So good job on that.
Now, you could clearly see, how the hell did I end up crooked like this? How the hell you fix this?
Let me see.
Man, listen, family, we out here, we trying to figure it out as we go, man. What Brandy say? What he say? Oh, you at work, man? Okay, that's what's up, man. We appreciate you tapping in, man, to come check us out while you getting all that money. Go on, throw a nigga something. Shit, that's what's up, man. Yeah, but you could tell that, and we have to fix it. I'm crooked family out there. We're gonna have to fix this. I don't know how the hell we're gonna do it. But you could tell that old boy wasn't real comfortable. You know what I'm saying? With what he said and how things went. You know, he wasn't comfortable with, but he said at least it was done with respect. And at the end of the day, Kendrick did what he did. He put it down how he put it down. And at the end of the day, you can't be mad at that. How can you be mad?
But
You know, unless you just straight up on some old hate type shit. You know what I'm saying? How could you be? You know. But yeah. But we had another joker. I mean, you always got one of your brothers. Check this joke out.
Lamar at the Super Bowl was whack. That was one of the worst halftime shows in recent memory. First of all, Kendrick Lamar is not mainstream. Like, people do not know those songs. The white people at the Super Bowl party that I was with, he may as well have been speaking Mandarin. All right, because nobody knew these songs. Nobody knew what he was rapping about outside of Not Like Us, obviously. But nobody knows these songs. Second of all, Blinkety Black, I'm so much blacker than you. Halftime shows are very passe. Like, that stuff peaked in the BLM era. It's very not of this moment. It very much does not work. And also, it's been done better. So at this point, nobody cares. Third of all, 43-year-old mother of two, Serena Williams, in a bad blonde wig, like crip walking, is embarrassing. Like, I'm embarrassed for her. She should be embarrassed for herself. it's just all really, really passe. There is nothing about that halftime performance that worked. So what I need to tell the NFL, Rock Nation, anybody that's doing that Super Bowl, try to make a show that's for all of America, because that was not for all of America. That was for like a fringe that knows Kendrick Lamar and that knows, his raps. Like, you're not going to tell me that that man is mainstream, that this is some mainstream superstar whose songs everybody knows, because I am telling you, the people that I was with, those white people at this place that I was with were looking at each other like, they didn't know what was going on. All right. I didn't know what was going on. It was whack. It was boring. It wasn't cool.
Yeah. I mean, you always get you one of them that, I mean, he talking, he not even letting these people talk. He talking and speaking for them. I mean, where does that happen at? What more say right here?
I told you that's Stevens from Django right there.
Exactly. My man Brandon was like, dude is a clown. But listen here, man. That's that flip-flop shit right there. That's that flip-flop shit, man. A joker that just owns some straight-up flip-flop. He's speaking for these people and not letting them speak for their damn self. They ain't getting a chance to comment on. He got to say. But like I say, this right now is a flip-flop N-word.
Hey, get the flip-flop shit on me. Just like a hoe I knew in Detroit back in 62, 63. I go over a house on Saturday night. Bitch love me, man. Take a chicken and some pretzels. I come to the door. She's a man. Flip-flop is this shit. You ever seen a motherfucker flip-flop on you and shit like this? In your face and go crazy, be flipping it.
Them the kind of brothers we out here dealing with, man. Flip-flop niggas that's all over the place depending on what the subject is. Man, I don't know how the hell to fix me. If one of y'all know, man, tell me. I'm gonna go off stage for a minute, see if I come back and it'll be right.
Yeah. But yeah, like, the beautiful thing about hip hop is, like, America has such a short memory. Like, hip hop challenged freedom of speech. That was a whole thing. The whole Tipper Gore parental advisory. Like, y'all don't remember what, 2 Live Crew was going through? Like, that was insane. But it's beautiful to see how far hip hop has come. Even though we still got, a lot of things that we all agree on that we could tweak with it. But a person having that right and that ability to express themselves however they feel, like, that's beautiful. Like, it's nothing more American than that.
Well, I guess I show my picture here since I can't figure out nothing else on how to do it, man. I'm sorry, family, because I like I said, I'm not the most tech savvy. I'm like the worst when it comes to this. But like I say, we got a message, man, and we're just trying to get it out here, man, and kick it with the family, So, but I do think, as with a statement, man, I think this is a new era that we're entering into. I think this is just the beginning of it. There are going to be a lot of people that's going to be made uncomfortable with this new reality. But let's tap in on Serena for a minute, man, and what this dude right here was saying about the subject.
12 years ago, Serena Williams did a dance that nearly cost her reputation. But at the Super Bowl, it made her a legend. I know everyone is talking about Kendrick Lamar and his fantastic performance, but consider Serena and her surprise performance. It happened at the Super Bowl, and it was bigger than just dance. You see, back in 2012, Serena did a crip walk after winning Olympic gold, and the backlash was swift. Fox Sports called it immature and classless. The LA Times said it should be separated from the violence associated with that dance. She was pressured to apologize, not for disrespecting anyone, not for breaking any rules, but for celebrating herself in a way that made certain people uncomfortable. Fast forward to the Super Bowl. Same dance, same Serena, but a completely different response. Why? The space that she was in. surrounded by Kendrick Lamar and other black artists, unapologetically owning their culture, free to be joyful, free to be in that space, free to be herself. That right there is the story.
And that is the story, man. You know what I'm saying? She got on there, she did her thing. And here's the thing about it. I forgot all about that dance that she did when she won gold and with the whole I think it was Olympics, wasn't it? Yeah. Here it is right here. Check it out.
Keep it gangsta, dog. Keep it gangsta. Keep it gangsta, dog. Keep it gangsta. Keep it gangsta, dog.
There's a sister, Venus, also a top player, of course, a former world's #1, seeing some snazzy moves. And as we saw, real power.
And that's our culture, man. That's our culture. And it's unfortunate that we have to subject ourselves and our culture, you know, just because someone else feels uncomfortable by it. You know, my man Moore tapped in again.
It's only that way when they can't make money off of it.
And you're right. But Moore, you right, man. And not only are you correct, you can look over in what all around the world is being done. You see Asian guys over there. You know, I think I even seen the Jabberwockies or whatever them guys are doing. To see what it's a world class culture now. It's culture. You know, you may not want to, or certain people may not want to accept it, but at the end of the day,
you may not agree with its origins, but at this point, it's a part of our collective culture.
It is a part of our collective culture, and they just have a problem with accepting it. But here's the thing: there's nothing that can be done about it because it has taken off and it has went worldwide. I forgot the name of the professor that was basically saying that Black people are a world superpower culturally. Everyone around the world, you look on YouTube, wherever, they're imitating our women. They're imitating the way we dress. They're imitating the way we talk because it's a culture that they've tried so hard to suppress. They've tried so hard to suppress it.
And it's funny, right? Because so like I like looking at the bigger picture of things. And I looked at what the internet gave us. And the internet gave us true perspective on beauty. Because what we seen in media was, you know, but with the rise of the internet and the ability for individuals to show who they are, their authentic selves, now all of a sudden everybody want shapes, everybody want full lips, everybody want darker skin tones.
And you know what? The thing about what you're saying is factually based because over here you had a phenomenon of our women with all these BBLs. But now you got women around the world that, let's say, can't afford the BBLs, but they're showing off their natural beauty, their natural shapes. So now I got our men looking like, whoa, looking at them and looking at these BBLs like, you know, you know, we have beauty like Serena. I mean, even though she did some stuff to herself, however that goes, you know what I'm saying? But our women are beautiful. Our culture is beautiful. And at the end of the day, the NFL is a business. And as they say, the shield, some people call it the plantation or whatever. They protect that shield. And for them to allow him to do what he did, and they had to know before he did it.
Yeah, he rehearsed it, so they seen it.
That's because at the end of the day, let's just be real. They in it for the money. So they must see the lick in it. So that's why I don't agree with Ray Daniels, even though that's my man, when he was saying that Jay-Z is probably not going to be allowed to have any more, you know, rappers on there again. I think that's just old thinking. We are, and I'm going to put these pictures up again, so you can see, I believe America is rebranding. I do believe that. I believe America is rebranding. At one point, you heard them talking about Idris Elba as 007.
Yeah.
There's a big change that's coming in this world, man. And that Super Bowl that was watched around the world in households around the world got an opportunity to see the revolution.
Exactly.
And as he so eloquently stated, it's televised. It is televised.
Like, it was crazy because he closed with "Turn his TV off."
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, people miss that whole message. It's crazy. Like, he closed with "Turn his TV off."
Yeah. But here's the thing about it. Dig this.
That's what America wants. Nice and calm. You're almost there. Don't mess this.
Oh no!
It's a culture.
Like, that's disregarded. That's out of here, man. Ain't no such thing as don't mess this up. You know what I'm saying? Then, but like I said, I don't want to go right down. That's my dude. But him saying the whole thing of, we saying that the revolution will be televised, and him stating that he don't think another rapper will be on there again. It's just a reflection of, and this not at my dude. Let me say this again. It's not at my dude, but it's a reflection of this thinking right here that Samuel L. tapped on as Uncle.
Oh, see, you brought your homeboys with you. The old culture cheat code. Scorekeeper. Deduct one life.
That's old thinking, baby. That's old thinking. Now, what I'm saying, I'm not saying that our people not going to still have struggles out in the street or in the mainstream. But what I'm saying is, again, it's the rebrand that's starting to happen. And those actions are going to be old actions. Because as I stated before, as of 2045, palm colored people are going to be an official minority. I forgot how many, was it a few years ago or whatever? Was it 3 or 4 years ago? They said as of that date, the majority of the kids that had registered for kindergarten were kids of color. Mm-hmm. This is happening around the world right now. I mean, you go out in the rural areas. In my age, I'm 53. You wasn't allowed to be in these areas, but now you go out, you see all these women, Caucasian women with mixed kids.
Yep.
This is reality. Now, I was in when we was in prison. You know what I'm saying? There was a guy in there, one of the shot callers for the Aryans or whatever, and this joker used to say some of the most craziest stuff out of his mouth. Just tense stuff that he would say out of his mouth. And a lot of the brothers didn't get along with this guy. I would talk to him somewhat because I knew my history and I would catch him up a lot. But man, he got one of the new guys that came in on the bus, man, took him in and, giving him his little things or whatever. This joker popped his locker open. He never kept his locker open. He always kept it closed. Pop his locker open, and this joker had mulatto kids up in there.
Ooh.
This joker had mixed grandkids up in there. So the one white boy, he say, "What, man? Whose kids are those?" He turned around, man. Listen, if his eyes was knives, he'd have ran him, impaled that man. He said, "What the hell you mean, buddy?" He said, "Oh no, I was just asking." He said, "No, what do you mean? What do you mean?" He said, "No, I was just he said, "Listen here, I knock all your teeth out your blah 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 blah." You know what I'm saying? And so I just laughed to myself because to me, that's an indication of where we're going. You can't be crazy and racist anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just not the climate for that. Uh-oh, my man then pulled up. What's up with you, baby? What's shaking? You never got the okay. Listen, man. You got to listen. But you got to come on up on the platform, man. Come on up on the platform and talk that shit, cause you started some stuff now. Listen here. Kendrick is great for so many reasons, and Kendrick reminds me of our era with Public Enemy and the groups like that out there, that and the way they was popping. And what made me start paying attention to Kendrick, because I never did it initially, when I started seeing the minister start saying some good things about Kendrick. But right now, what that man is doing, you got to respect it. Butch, you got to even look at what he just did at the Super Bowl. Every artist wants to get a Super Bowl because the money they get in the world exposure. This man got hits. He didn't hardly do none of his hits to put on for the culture. And you got a lot of people that's coming out saying, oh man, I didn't like that. That wasn't entertaining. And I go back to Russell Crowe. Are you not entertained? But that's the thing. Everybody want to be entertained. But don't nobody want to think. That brother made America think. That brother made people across cultures think. And it was unapologetically Butch us. I think that was that Moore that said that it was unapologetically us, man. It was us all day. And there was no apologies for it. I mean, you may have missed this right here when your girl right here was basically lost her career off of this.
Keep it gangsta, dog. Keep it gangsta. Keep it gangsta, dog. Keep it gangsta. Keep it gangsta, dog.
There's a sister, Venus, also a top player, of course, a former world's #1, seeing some snazzy moves. And as we saw, real power.
So Serena showing up on that stage was just not Serena, taking a dig at Drake. That girl made history and almost lost her career because, as my man Moore right here stating, and that makes people uncomfortable. They were uncomfortable with culture, and they attacked her, saying her sister was killed by a gang member and all that.
Yeah.
But the dance is culture. Now look at it now. Kendrick brought her back. So what's that let you know? Okay, maybe you're not necessarily a fan of Kendrick's rap, but you got to be a fan of his consciousness of history. And, me and you talk a lot, Butch. We talk quite a bit. You have to be a fan of that and of a young man being aware of the time that he's in and what this time represents, the elements that it represents, and his responsibility to it.
Yeah,
if you don't respect nothing else, Jones, you
took
gotta
the
respect
bag
that.
and kept it pushing.
Say that again, Deep Thought.
I said, yeah, because most people would have just took the bag and kept it pushing.
Yeah, that's all they ever do. They go in there and entertain, man, and it's all about them and make they flash it. Kendrick came out and brought a message. And what did he say? The revolution be televised. Butch, Moore, where Brandon at? Brandon, what the hell are you at? Brandon took off. He ran off some goddamn where. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, he put on for the culture. He put on, which is a reflection, again, as I stated before, and I know I keep showing these damn pictures, but it goes along with what we're stating. We rebranding, baby. We rebranding. There's no other way to hide this. We are rebranding.
Yeah, and like to sort of put that in perspective, right? So America's greatest export used to be our technology. We were number one. We're number one in technology. Now our number one export is our culture.
Yeah, most definitely.
And who's the tastemakers? Who's the culture creators in this society?
Yeah, I mean, Jay-Z said it years ago, and I didn't notice it, and I'm not a real big fan of his, but I didn't know years ago. He said, listen, he said, what song, what R&B song, which is really R&B don't really exist anymore, but what artists do you know, whether rock, whether country, that want to be cool, they got to come see us. If your song don't have a rap on it, you're not cool.
Yeah.
You're not cool. And you look at the influence, you know what I'm saying, that has been made. You know, there you go. There you go. Okay, well, get your money, baby. Get your money. I ain't trying to stop you from getting your money. Like I said, let your boy hold something. That's what's up. But yeah, so like I said, the culture, man. Oh, we got what? Okay, what you got, Butch? Pimp a Butterfly, youngsters think that's the greatest ever. Have argued me down on the grid. Okay, paid in full. Long live. Okay, now listen, Butch. You know I fuck with you, right? You know. I mean, but nigga, you showing your age right here. All these old ass albums. But listen, you right now. You right. But they can't relate to that. They wasn't around then.
Yeah, those albums are great to us because of the moment it represents to us. We experienced those.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
they didn't, they'll never have that connection. The greatest thing they got is To Pimp a Butterfly, to see a hip hop artist win a Pulitzer. Like that's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, and like I said,
and for them, that's
to win a Pulitzer
the
Prize,
epitome.
man, that's major. That's major.
Yeah,
so I mean, at the end of the day, Butch, stop being so hardcore, old grumpy ass nigga, man. Get these young people, let these young people have a little something, man. Give them that. Give them that. But the thing about it, they becoming more conscious.
Yeah.
It's repeating itself, man. Look at who you got on here. Criminal Mind. You know what I'm saying? Big Daddy Kane. You know what I'm saying? You listen here. That was culture, man. That was the genesis of the culture. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What my man Moore got to say right here. It was definitely oh yeah. No, that was all us. All us.
Yeah,
you know what? Did you see Indians in halftime? Hey, Moore, you ain't seeing shit, is you? I'm just picking at you. But no, I didn't see no Indians there, man. But the thing, matter of fact, you asked us to do something on the Indian thing before, but you started mess, Moore. You started mess. That's what you doing. I see what you're doing, Moore, because you already said something to me about this shit. I see what you're doing. You started mess, man. That's what you're doing. You started mess. But I know where you're going with this, and you're absolutely right. And it's crazy because I was going to put something in here to show little videos of, you know what I'm saying? But speaking exactly on what you're talking about. Okay. Oh, there's a hairdress? Okay, I didn't peep that. Okay. All right. You put me up on something right there. But see, I know what you're saying. I'm sure Butch know what you're saying too. Brandon, I don't know his ass over there working and shit. He might not heard it. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I know exactly what you're saying, and it's facts. It's facts. And the crazy thing about it, man, listen here, Moore. I really think that's part of what Trump is doing. I really think that's part of what Trump is doing, man. I think he's turning the clock back to the original Civil Rights Act, you know, of 1866, man, before they ended up doing this one in 1964, which basically did nothing but add more people into the whole process and ostracize us by adding these other minorities in, when initially, as he said, birthright citizenship, that it didn't represent Indians, but it didn't represent them new Indians. And I know you know what I'm talking about, More, but I ain't gonna listen to you. I ain't fooling with you, More. You starting stuff. I ain't fooling with you. Okay, Butch. Don't start. Listen, Butch, man, bring your ass on up on the platform, man. Bring your butt on up on the platform and let's get down. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I ain't gonna. Nah, I will not call him the prince of our time. Now, what I will say is in the comparison of the epitome of pop rap being Drake and the epitome of artistic
I,
hip hop
I
being
guess I'm gonna
Kendrick,
have to be
yeah,
on
he's Prince.
I'm gonna have to be on his sideways because I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of you, Jones, and I'm tired of Moore trying to be slick. I see what you saying down there, Moore. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I got you, but Moore, you trying to start with stuff. But I had to come on here on some sideways shit to talk to you, Butch. Man, listen here. Prince is Prince. I get that. But again, you done told on yourself by stating paid in full, long live Kane, and Illmatic. Okay, that's Nas, and a Criminal Minded. Don't nobody know KRS-One. Well, they probably do know KRS-One, some of them. You know what I'm saying? But we know that. We know Scott LaRock and all them cats. Them kids don't know it. So Prince is gone. Michael is gone. And guess what? Prince, Nelson Rogers was conscious as hell, man. That brother was conscious. And Kendrick is conscious. Listen here. I'm starting to think you don't even listen to Kendrick music, man. Listen, Jones, you need to go listen to some of his music, man. And I say listen to the music. Not only the rap. Listen to some of the art within the music. How he's mixing genres of music in together, man. It is so damn creative. And then listen to how he raps. He just don't rap traditionally. That man raps, I mean, he has a number of different flows. It's just so melodic, man. That boy is nice. That boy's real nice, man. Listen, boy, Jones, you got to go listen to him, man. You got to give him a chance. Okay, Butch starting shit too. Him and Morton got together. Okay, let's go and put you up here. What you got? Okay, with the 14th Amendment, see, we're gonna have to do it. We're gonna have to do a joint on this. I guess it's kind of tied in together with what Kendrick doing. But see, oh man, y'all starting some mess here. The 14th Amendment, the 14th Amendment. I keep saying that. The 14th Amendment. Okay, listen here. You have the first Civil Rights Act. That's the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments. Okay. 1870, you had the DOJ, which was created, and you can Google this, by executive order, which was called Lieberman Code at the time. Okay, that created the DOJ. Go back and look at Neil Gorsuch's speech that he gave when he came on as Attorney General, and he created the Civil Rights Department inside of the DOJ. He said, most don't know this, the DOJ was created for one purpose, to enforce the civil rights of formerly enslaved people, Black people, and that's the exact language that he used, if I'm not mistaken, or something similar to that, okay? Now, that was the Reconstruction period. They got away from that. And what happened is, people don't pay attention to this. If you go back, and I got to do this, I got the videos too. Trump keep talking about with tariffs, he come birthright citizenship, and all of that. He keeps giving you the dates between 1870 and 1913. What happened in 1913? 1913, you got the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve, and you can ask AI the question on Google, did the Federal Reserve, I guess, what's the word? Did the Federal Reserve kind of taint or lean us away from being a republic? AI will tell you yes. Because the Federal Reserve took over all monetary policy from the executive branch, so on and so forth. Then you had the 16th Amendment. The 16th Amendment gave Congress the right to tax indiscriminately, basically. Okay, all of your policies pretty much after the Federal Reserve was put into place was basically monetary policies that they were making. A lot of your laws ended up being monetary. Okay, so I think the attack that's being put down is Trump is trying to revert us back. And a lot of the authority and powers that he's taken them based on the 14th Amendment. So you don't want to abolish the 14th Amendment. I think all of these actions are being done to get rid of the Federal Reserve. That's what I believe. And I think history's on my side because every 100 to 150 years, the Western world always changed its economic system.
Yeah, the financial
Okay.
systems change. But
Got a lot of these Europeans to be here. Oh, so you back on the Indian stuff. I see you more. You starting trouble.
But yeah, crazy thing about the Fed, you see they considering getting Ryan Paul to audit the Fed.
And Ron Paul was the first one. Was that his daddy?
They're talking about his daddy.
Okay, was the first one that was talking about the Federal Reserve and what the Federal Reserve is doing.
Yeah.
Oh, but hey, okay. Hey, Jones, bring your ass up on the platform, man. Come on up here and let me go and put some work in on you. How the hell can you say Kendrick? How can you say Kendrick is not hip hop? No, Drake is not hip hop. Drake is pop. Like 98% of supposed hip hop artists today is you know what? Most Def got us something that he stated about Drake. And I wish I had the video. And he spoke saying that Drake was basically pop. And pop is commercial. So hip hop was made pop because he said something. He drew the correlation between sales inside of convenience stores and all the way. It helps sales with people listening to this music as they're purchasing. It all goes back to commerce. Now, because you say
elevator music.
That's it. Elevator music. Easy listening, but enough to draw people in. They could not stop the phenomena of rap because it started spreading around the world. We old enough to remember Tipper Gore going there trying to ban rap, and
I spoke to that.
Yeah, Luke coming in and doing what he did. I apologize, man. I'm sideways on this damn thing. I'm not computer literate, but I'm trying to keep up with the time. So work with me. I'm sorry I'm sideways, but that's probably throwing some of y'all off. Hopefully by next time I come on, I'll fix this. I don't even know how the hell this happened. But anyway, I believe hip hop with a more current sound is coming back. Butch, I do. Now, this one thing I don't think you can try to challenge the fact on. Kendrick raps his ass off, bro. Kendrick was like the Rakim. Kendrick with his flow is like the Rakim, the Big Daddy Kane of they day with being lyrical. Even DMC, how lyrical he was. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, that boy is lyrical as hell. Now Drake is straight up commercial, and I'm not even gonna speak on the futures and all that. What? Excuse me, I'm sorry. I don't know what the hell they doing. Hold on, I gotta mute myself. I'm over here choking.
But yeah, I get how some people don't really mess with Kendrick, and that's how I am with some of the trap artists. I had to actually listen to them to understand what the younger generation was embracing with that music. And with them, it's they have vibe music. Like our music had more emotion in it, but because we're in a computer age, everything is emotionless, and that's what they gravitate towards. But you are seeing more people wake up as far as consciousness goes, and they want more from their entertainment.
Well, I'm back. Y'all heard me some of that clear my boy throat and all that. I gotta get better with these damn buttons. But yeah, listen, man. I think we didn't did this subject some justice here, and I hope y'all enjoyed, what we put down today, man. We been a couple of days since we've been on here, man. We want to come on here and give y'all some love, man, and have a few discussions. Like I said before, there's a couple of our subscribers, man, that basically came in and leave comments for us, and we read the comments, man.
Yeah, so if you got any questions, you got anything you want to discuss, you want to come up on there, have a discussion with us, we're more than welcome to bring you up.
Yeah, feel free, man. Feel free, man.
Definitely.
Come on, let's have a conversation. And listen here, we can agree to disagree. That's not a problem.
Facts.
But again, I'm El Primo. I got a video that I did over there. I think it's like creeping up on 800,000 now over there with Johnny Mitchell. I got one I did with Gangster too. I ain't looked over at that one in a while, but that was a while ago that I did that one. And I got a book out, as I stated before, man. You know what I'm saying? Talking about my experience over there with Encina Lore and dealing with the different guys over there. There's a bunch of funny stories in there, but there's a bunch of details of some serious business being done. I also got it broke down in volumes. So if you guys want to check that out, make sure you do. And any questions you guys might have, man, or if you get to reading the book and you want to do a discussion, we can do that too. That's not a problem. And like I say, man, we appreciate you, man. Y'all tapping in with us and spending basically an hour with us. Where you at, Brandon? Where you at? Brandon went off and getting all the money again. He don't fuck with us no more. Yo, Moore, Butch, I appreciate y'all tapping in with us, man. Butch, you've been tapping in with us for a minute.
For a long time.
A minute.
Shout out to the brother.
Exactly, man, and major love to you. Listen here, I'm gonna have to stop. I'm gonna have to stop messing with Brandon because Brandon be on this shit. Brandon may be quiet. Brandon be over there in the bushes looking at a nigga, Actually, we're gonna come back and do another live probably tomorrow. We're gonna get on that big meat thing, man. We're gonna get on that big meat thing, and we're gonna discuss some things because just one part right quick. I'm looking at Al Prophet. I'm looking at a number of people, and they saying that basically Meech didn't know. Meech is the homie, okay? So I'm never gonna go hard on the homie, but they saying that he didn't know what Tammy was doing and all this. Okay, for anybody that's been in, like me and Deep Thought, in federal joint, when you go in, you got big cases. Like I had a big case dealing with a lot of work. Them Mexicans in there, they in there recruiting. And they got some heavy ones in there, some heavy hitters in there. And if they know you got major work in your case, they coming to talk to you and see if they can cut a deal. But let me take the camera off sideways again. But the thing about it is this. And I would tell a lot of guys, you come to prison to do your time, not to get rich. And I tell them that because sometimes the Mexicans or whatever, they'll cut a deal with you and do all this different stuff with you, and you go line something up. Next thing you know, you get your head knocked off, and they doing a third-party cooperation, either to get themselves out or get somebody else out. So guys don't think about that because they don't know how them guys get down.
Yeah,
So,
they
but
just
at the
think,
end,
oh, I met the Mexican plug. Like, yeah, okay.
so in order for dude inside of there, there's an Wayne Count Suarez, whatever his name is, to be able to cut that deal with me, you had to get authorization, meaning you got to go to somebody higher than you that's going to vouch for this work, because 9 times out of 10, there's no money being spent. It's being given on consignment when it's real heavy like that. When it's real heavy like that, it don't be no money exchange. And a lot of times if motherfuckers trying to get money or trying to get money up, you better get the hell away from them. Because they doing what Tammy Cohen doing. Because they get a percentage of all money that gets confiscated. You know what I'm saying? So Suarez would have had to talk to somebody over him to get approval to start sending work, and he would have had to use Meech's resume in order to do that. That's just how it go, people. That's just how it go. But you know what? We're going to get into it. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I see you more. I see you. What you got, Butch? Okay, I disagree, brother. Crit Walker and Blood Stomp and Hoover Stomp are full of stuff. Full of stuff. Okay. I can see you disagreeing, right? But what does your disagreement have to do with the reality of where people crip walking at right now? You can't deny the fact you have Asian people, you have people in India, and all around the world that's doing this particular dance. Now, I'm not saying that the people aren't foolish and what they've done and what they may have represented. I'm not saying that. But I'm talking about the dance itself. And the dance have become culture. Not the violence, not the ignorant stuff. It has become culture. Let's look at it. Rap, look at how rap is. To me, rap started with pimps. Everything a pimp was saying, he was dressed nice there, and he rhyming with everything he's saying. That started on the street, in street culture. Let's just be honest. Rap has basically stole the street culture. Because now you got rappers about paperwork and all that. You a damn rapper. What the hell are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So if it's not part of the culture, Butch, what would you call it? Because culture comes from the word cultivate. So what would you call it if you don't call it culture? Because a culture, when you say culture, something that's happened, you go back and look at the genesis of it. And the genesis of that would come from those foolish people that you're talking about. Now, I do agree that, they're foolish. Dancing has never, dancing, okay, facts, dancing, and go back to Michael Jackson. When he did, I think, his last interview for us, This Is It tour. And he talked about how black people created all the genres of music. And then he talked about how they created the jitterbug, all of genres of dance. And as my man Brandon just said, dancing ain't killed nobody. And Butch, you know for yourself. Back when rap first started, your techno beats, you be out there with some cardboard break dancing, and sometimes guys will be on the corner fighting, and you got your big radio, you sit there and play the music while they fighting. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, hip-hop, the dress of hip-hop, that came from the struggle. A lot of things that's marketed today came from our struggle. I state all the time. What you say here, more? Yes, Smooth made it. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Snoop made it popular. It's part of West Side culture. Hey, listen here. Butch, I don't know where the hell you at. But listen, you cannot. anything positive that come from our struggle, I'm going to embrace. I didn't necessarily have to, be the one to create it, but look what came from it. At the end of the day, I can sit and argue with you or debate you right now and say rap was the reason you got your first black president. It was because of rap. Because as I forgot who stated this, your rapper, and in the sense that we're talking about, Butch, your rapper was your original ghetto reporter. Was your original ghetto reporter. Was your rapper. Because mainstream media did not interview or come in and tell our story. It was the rapper that told the story to get people to start looking. You know what I'm saying? What you got? Just like, break dancing. Where did it start at? New York. You know what I'm saying? Look at this stuff we got here. Okay, Brandon, I guess you like to dance, huh, Brandon? You talking your ass off now. Yeah. And then you got the kangaroo woman in there trying to, and listen here. Breakdancing was admitted in the Olympics. You had the kangaroo woman doing her version from Australia or wherever the hell.
Yeah, that was wild.
That was wild as hell, man.
That
Who
was
would ever
wild.
imagine? But Butch, your culture is over there. Now they put their own spin to it, but it made it there. And it started in the ghettos all around this country. Someone can just say the revolution will be televised. This is part of it, man. This is part of it. The TV comment one turn just TV or two. You know what? I'm not gonna say nothing on that because who was that? Brandon or Moore told me it was Indians in there, and I didn't see it. So who said that? Because I messed me up because I didn't know. He said they had on the hairdress and everything. What was that? Yeah, okay, yeah. Moore. Moore probably know better than I do because shit, from what Moore told me, I got to go back and look again. I missed some stuff. Oh yeah, Ray Gun, yeah. hey, D Thought. Ray Gun, that's who exactly.
Yeah,
that's
Ray
exactly
Gun was out here fooling.
Yeah, man. Oh my God, that shit was crazy, man. Man, I was laughing so hard.
That was insane.
We actually did a video on my channel about old Ray Gun. You right. Oh my God, you right, bro.
Yeah.
You right.
The crazy thing is they scrubbed the footage from the internet.
I guess you're talking about in the hood with the rap thing. Talking about that's how we know what was going on. More. I think that's what you're talking about right here. Yeah, old Ray Gun, man, that shit was crazy, boy. You can't make this shit up. You can't make it up. You put a joint on face. Yeah, man, that shit was. I guess that's why you said they scrubbed it, right? D Thought.
What?
With Ray Gun.
Yeah.
He said. Moore said he made a post of that shit, man.
Yeah, they pulled that shit for sure.
Yeah, but that just they ain't got it, man. You know. What'd you say, Brandon? Not sure if you ever been to the West Coast, but these games, the answers. Listen here, Butch. Ain't nobody saying the actions that these guys carry out is not foolish. We wholeheartedly agree with you on that. It's totally foolish. But what came from that is spreading around the world. The dance, not the foolishness. And I'm sure a lot of them people in China, Japan, that's rapping and doing all this they might not even know where it come from. Again, you remember this. Tipper Gore tried to stop rap because rap was starting to make it into all them colored people homes. They couldn't stop it. They couldn't stop it. And it has made it around the world. The foolishness that are being displayed, as you so eloquently stated, foolishness by these mentally bankrupt people is not the reality of what the dance represents. It's not. And you know, I fuck with you the long way, John, but I don't think you can fuck with that argument. You can't. You can't. Because the culture of the dance, you know what I'm saying, has traveled around the world. Not the stupidness. Not the stupidness. And I don't care where you go. And I listen here. I don't care what race. Everybody got some foolishness going on. You know what I'm saying? Like this joker right here. Y'all probably see him. Look at this.
Lamar at the Super Bowl was whack. That was one of the worst halftime shows in recent memory. First of all, Kendrick Lamar is not mainstream. Like, people do not know those songs. The white people at the Super Bowl party that I was with, he may as well have been speaking Mandarin. All right, because nobody knew these songs. Nobody knew what he was rapping about outside of Not Like Us, obviously. But nobody knows these songs. Second of all, Blinkety Black, I'm so much blacker than you. Halftime shows are very passe. Like, that stuff peaked in the BLM era. It's very not of this moment. It very much does not work. And also, it's been done better. So at this point, nobody cares. Third of all, 43-year-old mother of two, Serena Williams, in a bad blonde wig, like crip walking, is embarrassing. Like, I'm embarrassed for her. She should be embarrassed for herself. It's just all really, really passe. There is nothing about that halftime performance that worked. So what I need to tell the NFL, Rock Nation, anybody that's doing that Super Bowl, try to make a show that's for all of America, because that was not for all of America. That was for like a fringe that knows Kendrick Lamar and that knows, you know, his reps. Like, you're not going to tell me that that man is mainstream, that this is some mainstream superstar whose songs everybody knows, because I am telling you, the people that I was with, those white people at this place that I was with, were looking at each other like, they didn't know what was going on. All right. I didn't know what was going on. It was whack. It was boring. It wasn't cool.
Now, what you got to say about that spokesman? What you got to say about that spokesman right there, Jones? What you got to say about him? You know what I'm saying? That's the foolishness that's dangerous. Of course, now you got the stupid guys doing what they're doing. Like I said, there's no apology for that. There's no excuse from that. But we talking about a dance. But that joker there is active right now and one of the biggest threats. And as I said earlier, he on some straight up flip-flop shit. Straight flip-flop.
Hey, did the flip-flop shit on me. Just like a hoe I knew in Detroit back in 62, 63. I go over a house on Saturday night, bitch love me, man. Take a chicken and some pretzels. I come to the door, she's a man. Flip-flop is this shit. You ever seen a motherfucker flip-flop on you and shit like this in your face and go crazy, they flipping it?
Those are the dangerous ones. The ones that's out here flip-flopping, okay? But yeah, like I say, man, appreciated the conversation, man. We're going to go on and get out y'all way, man. Shout out to you, Jones, Moore, and Brandon, man, for tapping in with us. And anybody else that's out there watching, man, we appreciate you. And, hey, man, subscribe. We're trying to build something here. We're trying something new. Excuse me for being crooked. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't deny it. And hopefully I'll find somebody to tell me how to straighten myself up. If you in the comments... I'm using StreamYard. If you in the comments and you can tell me how to fix this, I'd appreciate it. So I ain't got to worry about doing this again. But like I say, deuces to you, man. We fuck with y'all the long way. And continue to fuck with us. All right.